Today I have a hopefully small project on the Sambar. I need to replace the four-wheel drive switch that's in the gear shifter. But first, some coffee. So welcome to my Sambar. This is what we're replacing today. In theory, this is a latching switch, but it knows so much latchy, so that's why we gotta replace it. My bad. Now we're outside of all-wheel drive. Press the button and it sticks. Now it's not unsticking. There we go. Pressed it, doesn't happen. So here we go. Pressing the button, no all-wheel drive. That's what we gotta fix. I've seen some videos on YouTube of people who've had similar switch issues to this. And what they'll do is they'll just install another switch somewhere and intercept this. I don't see a reason for that, because these switches are fairly inexpensive. I got mine for 30 bucks on eBay. And it should be just a really quick, easy, pull this off, replace it, slap it back together.
I have to change an assumption. I thought that this was an Allen key, and it looks like it's a pin.
That little roll pin is bullshit. Small note for reassembly, I'm not going to reuse the roll pin. Probably an M3 screw, and just put that through and bolt it in. I think that'll be a better way to do this in the future so that I don't have to smash my fingers with a drift pin trying to get this mofo out again. These bushings are done. Print up some replacements in PETG and just send it. My Sambar was a work truck, so it's really heavily used and clearly super crusty. Downside, these are all soldered on. Not really a huge deal, I can take care of this. Present me thinks that future me would appreciate it if then past me tried to do him a solid and not do this whole soldered on connector bullshit again. So I'm going to raid my stock of 20 gauge wire, grab some yellow, white, and red, solder those on as pigtails to the switch. This is some single pin Molex, which should be able to slip through the gear shift knob and then crimp everything together. So with a little bit of jiggery, pokery, soldery, stuffy, we have the pigtails. In theory, there's a pigtail with a plug, but that seems to be buried pretty far away down inside the bowels of my particular Sambar, so this will just be easier for me. Here we go, easy peasy. The nice thing about having wires of the correct color is that it's just all color coded and you can slam this together pretty quickly. Spent a little time in Onshape and a little time with my printer. Knocked out these. These are replacement bushings for the non-existent bushings here. There we go, wireless bushings replaced. This morning I was in first gear, went to waggle the thing, and it had enough play that it made me think that I was out of gear. This is much better. On, off. On, off, on, off. Yeah, so there we are. Four-wheel drive switch fixed.